What is up, guys? Say Hey Jay here with Let's Talk Sports, and we are talking some NASCAR as they capped off the double in the desert in Phoenix, Arizona, as they had a split weekend with IndyCar, and we had the Straight Talk Wireless 500 to finish it all off, and it was a damn good race and a beautiful day in Phoenix. Now, early on, it looked like Ryan Blaney had the car to beat in the first stage as he took the first stage pretty convincingly. He had some good runs in that first stage, but then it kind of got all a little twisted up in that second stage as he had two different pit stops where he had a loose wheel and he either had to come back in to get it tight back up, or he had to stop in Joey Logano's pit to get tightened up. And his team was really letting him down because he had a car to beat and he had to drive through the field twice yesterday to get back up to the front. So in that second stage, that's kind of what he was busy doing as Christopher Bell was running away with this race. Now, Christopher Bell was the defending champion of this race and has won the last two spring races in Phoenix, so we knew he'd be strong. And he was battling Blaney there a little bit in the first stage. In that second stage, he looked like a rocket ship, and nobody really could mess with him. And now, during that second stage, we started to see some problems, especially tire problems. A lot of tires were going down yesterday. A lot of brake rotors were going down yesterday. Of course, NASCAR implemented a 750 horsepower to short tracks and road courses for this new car this year. I wondered if that had something to do with that tire wear yesterday, guys. They were having trouble keeping those tires on that car. There ended up being a big wreck that had nothing to do with tire problems. It was right off a restart. Joey Logano and Ross Chastain kind of getting into each other. Logano spins into the 48, which hits Cindric and takes Cindric out of the race, takes the 48 out of the race, takes the 20 out of the race. Alti Alfredo was driving that 48 last week for Hendricks because of the vertigo situation of Alex Bowman. He was doing a decent job until he got caught up in that wreck, and that was a huge wreck. Austin Cindric took a big beating in that wreck. And like I said, Christopher Bell ended up winning that second stage. And then in that third stage, Ryan Blaney found his way back towards the front, and he was battling with Christopher Bell. But it looked like Christopher Bell had a little bit of an advantage on him in that third stage to start because he was having a tough time passing C-Bell. He got to C-Bell's bumper, and it took him a while. And as soon as he was going for a pass on C-Bell, the caution comes out, and they re-rack, and he's back fighting again. And there near the end, there was another caution, I believe, with Ty Dillon and others, that caused this wreck with about 19 left to go. And then the strategy started playing out. Blaney went in and took two right side tires and went out, and he came out near the lead. And luckily, there was a bunch of cars that did that as well because Christopher Bell went for 4 tires, lost his track position, but he had the fresh tires at the end of the race. And Blaney was able to get out to a lead, but boy, if C-Bell would have had a couple more laps, I have a feeling he would have caught and passed Ryan Blaney, but he didn't. And on a little bit of strategy, Ryan Blaney gets the win in the Straight Talk Wireless 500. Now, this is very ironic because last week, as you know, Blaney had one of the best cars in COTA, and he was racing Tyler Reddick for that win. And there at the final stage, coming down to the final pit stops, his team kind of called for the pit a little too early. Tyler Reddick's team was able to hear that and pit with Ryan Blaney, and eventually that might have cost him the race. This week, they got the race done under pit circumstances, which was huge for that team, especially coming off 2 loose wheels and pit stops prior to that in this race. They bounced back big for his driver, and their driver paid it off big. And my guy, Ryan Blaney, in the victory lane for the first time this year. He's now second in points. Tyler Reddick still in first. Bubba's still in third. 2311 had a great day as well yesterday, but Blaney was able to get the win. Now, you guys let me know in the comment section how you felt about that race and the 750 horsepower that these cars had last weekend. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for more, and have a great day. Thank you so much.